Minister, are we okay? Okay, yeah. Minister, your caucus colleague Wayne Long said that the Prime Minister is, quote, delusional if he believes he can stay on as party leader. Is Mr. Long correct or incorrect with that, and why?
So what I'll say in respect of sort of what's been transpiring over the last few days in Ottawa is that it's ultimately decisions will be taken by the parties that are involved, but I'll also just reflect on sort of my personal interactions with the Prime Minister. When the Prime Minister appointed me into this role, he asked me to serve as Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada. He asked me to continue with the mandate letter he had given to my predecessor. That mandate letter included changing the way we handle wrongful convictions in Canada. This is a culmination of and a fulfillment of that ask he made of me, and this is a commitment to the work we're trying to do as Liberals. And what I'm focused on in this moment is this announcement and a very significant step in concluding that work. And I think that's the most important thing that I'm thinking about today.
So follow up on that. I appreciate your comments today on this, but this is a tumultuous time facing the country, potentially 25% tariffs. Premier Doug Ford called what's happening in Ottawa recently chaos. I'm wondering can you tell us about what advice, what conversations you're having with the Prime Minister right now?
Well, I can, without breaching cabinet confidence, what I can say to you is that, like any government, we are seized with the issue of addressing what is happening on our border. I hope that this week people followed, including the press corps, aspects of the fall economic statement that address border security. There is an over $1 billion package that is presented as part of the fall economic statement that addresses border security. That is very, very important because we've heard loudly and clearly from our American counterparts about the need to address things at the border, and this predates the advent of the most recent presidential election. Those are conversations I was having with my Attorney General counterpart, Merrick Garland. Those are conversations that Dominic LeBlanc was having with his counterpart, Secretary Mayorkas. That's very, very important, but I also think it's very, very important for Canadians to reflect on the fact that in the current government, you have a government that has experience, both on a bilateral basis, but also internationally, in dealing with a Trump administration between 2017 and 2021. And we acquitted ourselves extremely well, including with the NAFTA renegotiations. And that's important in terms of bringing that knowledge base and experience to the challenges that are facing Canada going forward. And we're going to bring that experience and that acumen to bear in terms of what transpires with the new American administration.